That is truth, because in reality, beyond the soul group that experiences, there is far, far, far more to experience. We are held within a soul group of experiential partners to allow this transition of release.
So we have chosen to come here in this lifetime at this point now as three different identities, but
Yes.
we are just one.
Yes.
Okay, but we're not one with everybody that we.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
However, in higher awareness beyond the soul group, you are.
Yes. Yeah.
But at this level,
Okay. So we could identify ourselves then as being from the same soul group or soul family.
Yes.
We are currently all kicking the same ball.
Yes.
Okay.
In reality, what is occurring is the soul group enters into the zero plane of awareness in ignorance of mind in physical form to relieve the soul contract that they have partaken in. The soul contract is corresponding to many thousands of past lives that have been experienced, and it is the soul itself being passed between all identifying parties to cleanse the soul from the mind experience. It is those that are progressing readily through release that are experiencing return, remembering and identifying with higher awareness. Those that are ready to forgive, those that are ready to express identity of love beyond all fear, are cleansing the mind and allowing the soul expansion beyond the soul contract. We will explain further later. Basically saying that the soul contract sounds like it's a contract between a group of us. I don't know whether to say souls or not now, but it's like it's a group of us that take upon ourselves a soul contract to release a set of limiting perspectives of mind, and we're all working together to do that release.
what did you say beyond the soul contract? What did you say there?
But we're going to have to listen to this again, because once it flows through me, I don't retain it. I only hear it as you would.
I'm then thinking right, say we're all playing football. I suppose my question is going to be like double or triple fold. We're playing football, and then we'll each go, you'll go to where you live, you'll go to where you live, me to me, and then will we be then playing in a separate, or are we still playing in the same pitch? Am I going to go back to my pitch, you to yours and you to yours, and then when we come together we're playing in the same pitch?
No, we are born into the physical body with the football pitch already clearly defined.
Right, okay. So at some point Dave might have my soul, because I'm sharing my soul with Dave and Sam and whoever is connected with you.
Yes.
So there are more people as well that we are yet to meet.
Yes.
Within our soul group.
Yes.
Will they come forward in our lifetime?
Yes.
At the same time, do we communicate with people who are not part of our soul group?
Yes.
Okay. Is it always the same soul in my body?
No.
So when I'm in one part of my life, is there one soul in my body, and then when I move to a different area of my life, a different soul is operating?
Yes.
When we go to sleep at night and we don't have our soul with us, is it in another...
You are the soul. You are the soul. The soul leaves the body. You are not the body.
So other football pitches of bodies, and the soul visits different pitches?
Yes, yes.
I am my own pitch.
Yeah.
Your physical body, your physical identity has its own pitch.
Right.
That's a paradox.
Or is it the soul has its own pitch?
Yes.
The soul has its own pitch.
Yes.
And
the physical body has its own pitch.
When you move around different areas of your life, there's a bit of soul and body swapping.
Yes, yes, yes. this is something that really needs expanding.
Can I
Okay.
experience the soul of the Dalai Lama inhabiting my physical body?
Your physical body is not genetically prepared to experience the soul of the Dalai Lama at this point in time. However, should you fully accommodate the genetic transformation and allow the process of release, you will be ready quite soon.
Interesting. Quite soon.
Well, I don't know what that means.
A few thousand years.
Yeah, probably. Okay.
I'm being tingled now.
When the soul leaves the body, does it go to other planets or just to other people?
Other people and other planets, and often simultaneously it visits many other football pitches. We will explain this later.
Okay.
Yes.
Does what we eat affect our genetics?
Yes.
Today, have we turned some on and some off
Through what we've eaten.
through
Yes.
what we've eaten and through what we've discussed?
Yes.
Right, okay. So when I say some on, for the sake of the recording, what is it we've turned on and off?
Genetic understanding is something that is far deeper than a simple conversation now. However, if we were to allow this discussion to continue, we would simply say, your genes are too tight.
Oh, okay.
Allow yourself to relax and you will enjoy this conversation more. Your jeans are too tight.
These, did you notice I actually undid them?
Oh,
I did.
I didn't notice.
Yeah.
But I don't think they meant that.
Oh,
I
right.
really don't think they meant
Oh.
that. When they say your jeans are too tight, I think
I
think it's
literally,
not. I honestly don't think it meant that.
I literally
playing
done it
with us.
They're
about.
playing with us. This is what
Yeah.
has happened before.
Okay.
They're lightning, they're
But yeah.
Yeah.
lightning.
Just for the record, Laura was under the jeans. I
Yeah.
wasn't aware that you had.
I undone them about 10 minutes ago because I was like having pain here, and I
Yeah.
thought to myself, I wonder if I'm having feelings like how you do and like how
Yeah.
you do. And then I undid my belt, and then it was like, no, it's just
But
waiting
it just shows you an awareness of everything, because I honestly, hand on heart, did not know you'd unfastened your jeans. So
Yeah.
they're just showing us like an example of, but it goes deeper than that. If they're saying the jeans are too tight, there's something in that explanation.
Yeah, how can you have tight jeans? Does the
They were
tight
saying about relaxing, didn't they?
do tight jeans they will restrict our flow? Maybe they restrict our understanding.
Yeah.
They restrict our growth.
Yeah.
They restrict our ability to learn more and expand.
No.
No? Okay.
It's the opposite. Because one thing I noticed earlier on was there was a gene for, what was it? A gene for
Alcohol.
addiction to alcohol, and that gene is turned on. It's when that
Turned off.
you said that gene is turned on
On.
when
Right.
it's creating the need for alcohol.
Right.
You would think that the gene would be turned off when it's generating addiction, but it wasn't. The gene is turned on. So in a way, if you want to call it positive and negative, that gene being turned on to create an addiction to alcohol is a positive, because it's creating experience that's needed for.
But that's what it was saying. It works on multiple levels. It was almost like saying that the gene for addiction to alcohol was actually allowing awareness to rise
Yeah.
quicker than if it wasn't
Yeah.
there at all.
It did say it was a good thing.
But the genes are interacting with each other. So when that gene is turned on to create alcoholism, it creates the environment, the experience that raises your awareness.
So the people who are ready to
Which
step
turns-
forward in rising awareness are the ones that are helping dealing with alcohol addiction. They're not the alcohol addicts.
Oh.
They're the ones that are helping dealing with it.
What?
The ones who are stepping forward in awareness are the ones that are dealing with the addicts in a non-judgmental way. And we're all rising. if you, this has been explained in a previous channeling session, basically saying that those that are rising in awareness need those that aren't rising in awareness to help them, because everything rises through judgmental, unconditional love. Without something there to judge or to provide conditional love to, we don't know what unconditional love and forgiveness is. We have to experience it.
You said that the gene for addiction to alcohol is turned on, and that enables a rising awareness that turns more genes on.
Right.
That's what I understood.
Okay.
I assumed it was the genes of the same person, but maybe it's not. Maybe, like you just said, it enables the genes of other people to be turned on.
So an alcoholic provides everybody else an experience and the opportunity to grow. All right, okay.
With love, unconditional love, and without judgment.
Which is why the gratitude to when somebody's being annoying, or giving you a hard time, or it's important to have gratitude. But I think it's puzzling sometimes. Why should I be grateful for this? But they're the one giving you the opportunity.
And again,
growth.
I'll link that back to the experience 3 times they came through.
That's
with
what I was
that polar
thinking.
consciousness.
Yeah.
So somebody standing in front of you shouting and screaming is projecting through the vocal expressions and feeling a consciousness that we're here to learn about. Without the experience of it, we don't understand the creative force.
Right.
So we have to see past the physical identity and the blame and the judgment, and look at the creative force that is coming through the body that is expressing in front of us.
So you need to actually be saying thank you for this.
In 2 ways, If somebody else is there in front of you expressing that consciousness, you're thankful for the experience to not be dragged into it, and to learn how to respond and not react with that same consciousness, which is a challenge. And then it's challenging as it gets pushed on you and comes through. So not only do you have to learn to step back from the consciousness and recognize it as not your identity,
or theirs,
but you also have to forgive not only immediately them for expressing that consciousness, but yourself. If you yourself get entrapped in that consciousness and you shout and scream through identification with it, you have to immediately self-forgive as soon as the recognition comes in. But the experiences that I've had, and Kat's had as well, I'm sure, is that you rise beyond that consciousness and you become aware of the body behaving in certain ways with shouting, and it's like, hang on a minute, this isn't me. The body's screaming and shouting, and I'm just observing that body screaming and shouting. It's like your body becomes a puppet, and you become aware of the puppetness of the body, and the script comes through the body, and you're like separate to it, just observing it. Like it has to happen for the experience, and you're observing it.
Okay.
That's what was happening just then.
Right.
They just put that on you. Like 3 times they put that frustration in the expression.
Right.
And whilst that's happening through this body, I as Andrea am stood to one side going, okay, it's expressing frustration and pissed off and a script of anger now. Wasn't me.
No.
It was just coming through. So I was having that experience of being detached from what was coming through.
Okay. So do we need to be having more of those experiences?
Yes.
I think if you don't identify, I think they happen at times when you are you're not identifying with your past self, your past identity. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you're recognising that the way that you've thought in the past or what you've believed in the past isn't really true.
Yeah.
I think that's when you start to, your body still goes through the motions, it's still listening to the script, it's still being directed in the old way, but the new you is observing, going, I don't believe that anymore. It's not.
You start observing the puppet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the body observes the script, but the mind doesn't?
The awareness observes the body and the script.
Right. Okay.
But, I'm reminded of the, when we were at the Toastmasters, and I was asked, well, we were just sat there listening to the speaker,
Yeah.
And I suddenly went from being fine, relaxed, to having this stress response from my stomach up into my neck. And I thought, and I sort of observed it and thought, that's funny. What's that then?
Totally out of the blue.
And then about 2 minutes later, a guy in front turned round and said, will you do one of the talks?
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, I was given the emotion before the request to show me
the emotion isn't you.
that it's not me. It's not me. It's placed on me, or it's, I place myself in it or something.
So the body is just a communication device, which is what I always say. It's just a communication
It's
device.
a vehicle, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a vehicle for experience.
Yeah. And expression.
So these are really into the teachings of the Buddha. We're not the body. We're not the feelings.
Yeah.
We're not the sensations. We're in awareness of them.
Okay.
The Dalai Lama.
Yeah, they said soon. Hello, Dalai Lama here. I'm ready.
Yes. It is I, the expression that exists as the Dalai Lama. Thank you. And as you are aware now of the vibrational lift that comes through enjoyment of life and laughter, you can recognise when your true self is not being expressed. Can you imagine that this physical body, as Andrea, your friend, expresses this high level of awareness as identity at all times? This is the experience of the Dalai Lama. And as I am here with you, as I am you, you are learning quickly